are the main characters of millennials? They are unattached. What does it mean? 44%, according to Gallup, are politically and religiously independent. Only 25% you can actually engage them as customers because they have their own views on what organization and corporation should look like, and it shapes their decision on how to engage, on what to buy, what not to buy, and where to buy it from. So number one is being unattached. The second character of millennial is they are connected to tech. Like I said, they are connected 24/7. So their life become blended, and even the Z generation is even more connected because the Z generation, basically social media or a smartphone, is becoming part of like a body appendage for them. They blended their lifestyle and they are connecting 24/7. They are hyper informed on everything that is in the market. They are kind of like reluctant to engage. So they look at you, they look, what are your values? What is it that you represent? Even if you want to hire them, you have to show them how socially responsible you are. They will actually get a job with less money with a company or an organization that is feeding the poor, is getting pure, clean water in Africa for children, then go for a big conglomerate, big corporation that will give them a lot of money because they're socially responsible. So they demand, because of their number and because of their spending dollar power, they demand adjustment towards the communication that is digital on how you communicate with them. And they have constant access to news, friends, and even strangers, like I said, on basically like their smartphone. They are idealistic, meaning they expect and they do the best in the world. They are very optimistic. They have a purpose. They want to change the world. They feel responsible making a difference. And lately, even we have seen that in the protests that we have seen in the street. It's because they want to make a change. And we saw now, even the people that are protesting in the street, they're not necessarily people of color, but they come from all backgrounds. They are young people because diversity is part of their DNA. And acceptance, you know, it's part of who they are, part of their perception, because they have a mission and a purpose to change the world. They know where they fit in the world. They know it very well. Remember, they are very highly educated. They know where they fit and they want to be heard. So if you are an organization and you're having millennials, don't go by seniority where people that are older have a seat on the table. They want to have a seat on the table too because they have a lot to offer. They feel they paid their dues, and they did. And they have a lot of knowledge that us as older generation might not know. So we need to give them that space and we need to hear them. And also they will ask you as a company or as a corporation, what are you doing actively to solve society's problem? They also have an attitude of what's in it for me. If not, they will move to another opportunity. So they have been blamed of quitting jobs like that. And actually, remember, people don't quit jobs, they quit managers. They are used to helicopter parents and coaches that give them instant gratification, like you are great, you can do whatever you want. So if you as a manager or if you as a brand do not always encourage them and being like a coach for them, they will leave the place of work and they will go and look for another place that will give them that, so they keep developing, so they can actually feel that whatever they paid high price for the education was all worth it. Like I said, if we understand where the generation is coming from, we can actually engage with them or engage them better. In technology, you know, technology, of course, made it easier for us to market and to brand ourselves. But for millennials, you know how we always get these robocalls and we get these sales calls on the phone or cold calls. It doesn't work with millennials. So their theme is like, don't call me, but befriend me, you know, make sure that you are pulling my interest towards what you have rather than pushing yourself, your product, and your service on me. They have a very good grasp of prices and promotions and how it works. Remember, they're really good in marketing. But this is the thing. People that have brick and mortar stores, some of them believe that, oh, you know what, whatever I have as policy or as sales or coupons online, I don't apply them in my brick and mortar because I have a lot of expenses here. And millennials look at something that is smooth transition, brick mortar or digital. They are all the same, where the brand is constant. But we see sometimes the reverse of that. So they expect the same in store that it is online. They expect mobile coupon, like scanning capabilities without printing. If not, it's a deal breaker. Like there are apps, as we see, for coupons, like Retail Me Not, for example. It's like I have it wherever I go, or even before I buy something, I go and I look if that brand is has a coupon, and that I don't have to print the coupon. They can either scan the scan bar, or they can have a coupon that can be entered in your sale and you can have the discount. They have apps for every little thing, for everything. And they have even apps now that can compare one product on different platforms, which one is better and which one has a better price. They even the payments now, Samsung Pay, Google Pay, PayPal, every single store or organization have their own payment. So they have there is Stripe as well. There are so many ways now that technology is a big part of their life, no matter what they do. How to lose a millennial is if you need to lose formality and be human. They want to feel like I'm dealing with the person behind that business. And this is something that the business owners fail to do in a lot of cases. They hide behind their business and they think this way everybody's going to think, it's a big company. It doesn't matter to people if you are a small company or a big company, as long as you are giving them the value that they are looking for. So they're not, and everything is online. So they will find the truth sooner or later. And that's why when I say, if we are a sole proprietor and we have a business, there is no need for us to put CEO and president and owner, because that's not what they're looking for. They're looking for a person that is human, that share part of who they are. So this is an extract for an email, for example, dear sir or ma'am. So it's not personalized. It doesn't have the first name of the person that the email is going to. So they say, it's with exceeding pleasure that I invite you to become a loving customer of ours. If it's agreeable to you, I would be the most appreciative if we could connect via these social networking websites and do business in the outmost fashions. For me, this is too starch. This is too stiff. This is too rigid. And it's not social networking website. They are channels. They're communication channels. So just if a millennial is reading this and it's like, these people have no clue what they are talking about. And sir, who's sir and who's ma'am? So basically, sincerely at the end, this is totally an out of touch email. It's full of jargon, what we call jargon. And that's why, you are going to lose that person as a millennial. So their needs is this. They want to be recognized because, again, as parents, this is what we did, instant gratification. They respond better to a personalized approach. So they feel like you are seeing them, so personalized approach will work better. They want to feel empowered and valued by the brands. Like, don't take me for granted. Know who I am, see me, personalize the approach, because this way it settles the engagement and actually it builds trust. 2, share your why, share your vision, share your values with them so they can align themselves with you, and they will just engage with you just because your mission and vision and values align with them. And they're looking for justice, they're looking for fairness, they're looking in a way to change the world. So you need to explain the why, the how, and the what. And that's why vision and mission statements are extremely important. Give them the information. Remember, they have a short attention span. So they say that millennials' attention span is 12 seconds and Z are 8 seconds. So we need to make an impression like that, either as an employer, either as a recruiter, or either as a brand and organization. So we need to give them what we call the Twitter bite size, like the micro blogging, micro messages, short, brief, frequent ideas, suggestions, so we can test their interests. Recognition, Twitter size or bite-size information, and share your why. What else? Make it fun. They want to be engaged. They want to be, and this way you actually can pull them to you without them feeling pressured or pushed to engage with you. Put things in context into the big picture. What does that mean? How the brand or the organization, or even as an employer, you are going to fit in their daily life. Because for them, life is not only about work. They have so many different interests. So they need to have a, yes, work-life balance started with the X generation, but they take it to heart and they try to do it in their daily life. They are meaningful and they are purposeful. And that's why you need to show them where your company or organization fits into all that. They need to stay connected. Like I said, they are connected 24/7. So social media, instant messages, you know, can work with them. And that's why a lot of people are using even bots now for Messenger, at least to answer the first comments. And this way they can take it afterwards into a personal one-on-one conversation. They want to connect with people and not products. And that's why your communication should be constant. When I'm talking to a recruiter or to an organization that use social media, I tell them at least 3 times a week, you have to be present. Because if you disappear, you're out of sight, out of mind. You have to be constantly there. Content should be about knowledge and about not your product. So if you are branding your brand or your service or your product, don't talk about your product and your service, but educate, you know, the audience that is a millennial based basically on whatever comes behind it. Like, for example, if we are doing, let's say the detox that Cheryl is doing program, we are going to be talking about the health, about skin, about the whatever probiotics we need for the gut, about what does it mean to be healthy and how does it affect our stuff, our body, you know, how does it reflect in our energy, in our face, in our skin, and what does that mean to them? So it's not about pushing the product, but it's about educating them on how it's going to transform their life. They don't care about the product. They don't care about the service. They care about the value that you're going to add to their products or how you're going to transform their life. Even as an employer, like, they feel that they can get a job anywhere. So prove to me that you are the best employer that is going to treat me right, and that's going to attract me with good benefits, and that's going to keep me there developing my skills as I go. Because I paid a lot of money for basically my education. So these are their expectations. Their expectations is immediacy. They want, like I said, they want things, they want it, and they want it now. And they expect real-time interactions. And that's why a lot of them, by the way, left Facebook. They left Facebook because they would go and put like a post that is serious about their business and their grandma will answer them. So they left Facebook and they went to Twitter in huge numbers because they felt like they created this language like BRB, be right back, GR number 8, great. So people would not understand, they thought, what they are saying, and it was their own language, but also Twitter offered real-time interaction. Like, you can put the tweet and someone will answer you right away. They listen before they buy something or they use something or they even go to a workplace, you know, to be recruited or to apply. They find what people are saying about that place of work or that organization or that product or that service. And this will decide them to buy. And that's why in our marketing, we have to have what we call social proof. Social proof meaning that we have to have a lot of testimonials. So they will feel like their peers, this is how they feel. So that's why they will engage with your brand. They want authentic relationships. Like I said, a person. They want to be engaged anywhere, anytime, specifically on their mobile phone. And if we notice, all websites now have a mobile version. And if your mobile version of your website is not correct, you are dropping a lot of engagement. Even Google now will not rank your website unless it's mobile friendly. They started that like a few years ago. And they want to have an emotional connection. That's why you need to share your why. This is their desire. Desire is they want you to be transparent. They want you to be transparent. They want you to be authentic. They value exchange. So you have to give them something so they can share their data. They feel that their email and their mail is basically a commodity, that to share it with you, they have to get something in return that is of value. And that's why we need to have what we call a lead magnet. A lead magnet, or basically is something that we give them for free so they can share their email with us, because their email, like I said, it's a wealth of information and they consider it a commodity. So it could be a report, a white paper, it could be something like benefits, it could be 3 things to avoid. And if you are a company, it could be like volunteering, that you are giving money away to volunteering to make someone else's life better. They want more enriching and they want rewarding experiences. Like I said, they are open for new experiences. The millennials delayed everything by 1, 2, 3 years. So they delayed college, they delayed getting married, they delayed having kids, they delayed even working, so because they wanted to feel experiences, they easily manage their money. They want a way where they can easily manage their money. And this way, if we see like prepaid products, actually very convenient for them, where they can recharge things, or something that is put on a membership that is shipped every week or every month. And they trust more user created experiences.